If we could brave the Texas heat long enough, today we're going to do some additional testing on the Walther built Colt 1911 A1 rail gun in 22. Now today we're going to be checking out some various match and target grade ammunition through this little pistol, so stick around.
This is Troy, it's R.357.
Hey, I'm the gun snob.
Hey everyone, this is Obnoxious One, and you're watching the man, the myth, the legend, CloverTac.
And you're watching CloverTac.
And you're watching CloverTac.
Welcome back to the channel, crew. We're going to get to testing the little Walther built Colt rail gun here in a minute. Before that, though, just a quick reminder to like, share, subscribe, click the bell notification, all that jazz. And I know you guys out there probably get tired of hearing that, but I want to take a minute and explain why that's important. A lot of people want to complain about firearm content and the suppression on YouTube and other platforms. The truth of the matter is, if you guys out there viewing do not take the time and do all of that stuff and engage with the channels that you like and love and follow, then the algorithms don't know any better. Now, I hear a lot of complaints from viewers that say, hey, we don't get notifications. And trust me, there is a legit problem there. However, I got to checking through my analytics recently, and only 12% of my viewership actually has the bell notification clicked. So if you appreciate and you value the work that all of the creators out there are doing, please like, share, subscribe, click the bell notification, all that good stuff. If you've got frustrations with YouTube, I get it. In that case, we're also on Full 30 as well as Gunstreamer. All right, so that's enough preaching for today. Let's get to the testing. Now today we're going to do a little testing on the little Colt 1911 A1. Was it government model 22 rail gun built by Walther. And if you watched the very first video I did on this, we had a problem with the slide locking back. That has since all but gone away. It's pretty much rectified itself. So just a slight break-in period there, maybe a couple hundred rounds, and it seems to be okay. It's going to be interesting today as we're using match ammunition, and match ammunition tends to be a little lower velocity. Going to be interesting to actually see if the slide locks back and what it does. Now we're going to be checking out several quote-unquote match or target grade ammunitions, and they run the gamut from expensive stuff that you probably wouldn't consider match grade ammunition to the really high-end serious stuff. First one we're going to be testing out is going to be some of the Federal Auto Match. Now the second type of ammo we're going to be checking out today is going to be from CCI. These are new. I haven't shot these much, and they are the CCI Clean 22. This is the high velocity version. They say target there on the box, so we're going to throw them into the mix. And really, those are the only two questionable match ammunitions that we're going to test today. The other ones we have lined out are indeed true match grade ammunition. We're also going to be testing some Federal Gold Medal Ultra Match. We have some of the Wolf Match Extra. We have a box of the Norma USA Match 22. And finally, rounding out the field of ammunition we're going to test today is my personal favorite for match ammunition. It is the Eley Black Match, a proven winner. The Olympic medals and Olympic gold medals that have been won on Eley ammunition, I don't think can be denied. It's great stuff. We're going to see what it does in this little Walther built Colt 1911. Now, as far as the target today, we're going to be using a little multi-bullseye target provided by Outdoor Products Plus. As you can see, I've already got the different ammunitions marked for a specific bullseye. Now, we're not going to be concerned necessarily with the point of impact because this particular pistol does not have adjustable sights. So what I'm going to do is try to get as honest of a shot as possible. Actually, 5-round strings off. I prefer 5-round over the traditional, what most people consider traditional 3-round strings, because it gives a little better interpretation of that grouping. So what we're going to be concerned with is not really the point of impact, but keeping that sight picture the same for 5 different rounds and seeing what size of groups we can actually get onto the target with those ammunitions. So real quick, a couple of shout outs I've got to give. First of all, to the local gun shop, Full Mag Sports, for helping me out with the ammunition for this video. And also, of course, it goes without saying, Walther, for providing this little 22 pistol for us to play with. So with all that said, got my Ear Pro from Radiance, my Eye Pro from Hunter's HD Gold. Let's get out on the CloverTac range and get it done. Now, I hope you guys out there don't tell my wife, but I've commandeered her little hunting stool for today. And we're going to be using a little Caldwell pistol rest along with some Caldwell sandbags. So I forgot to mention it earlier, but we are shooting this test from 25 yards out. Thankfully, we braved the heat long enough to get that done. Let's go take a look at the target and see what we can see. So here's our target. Remember, again, we were shooting at 25 yards. Very first string that we shot was that Federal Auto Match. I'm not surprised by the grouping here. You can see that it was spread out pretty good. Federal Auto Match is some pretty good ammo, but it's more for I don't know, the non-precise shooter, I guess. Maybe something like Steel Challenge, where you're shooting at a larger piece of steel. You don't have to worry about uh, accuracy quite as much. So I'm not surprised by that. We move over to the CCI Clean 22 now. I'm pretty impressed with this. You can see right here we had two uh, shots in basically one hole. That's a fairly tight group. Would have all been well inside the target here. My first time shooting that, I got to say, I'm fairly impressed with that. Now we jump over to the Eley, and we notice we've got three shots in this little bitty like figure 8 here, and a couple of other little flyers. That's normal again for Eley. Not surprised by that one bit. Eley seems to shoot pretty good no matter what you shoot it in. Very, very accurate ammunition. Now with the Wolf, for the price of it versus some of the other match grade ammunitions, uh, not altogether disappointed with it either. It's not too terrible. Certainly tighter than the Federal Auto Match. Probably not quite as tight as the Eley over here. And we did have a couple of shots essentially in one hole there. Now moving on to the Norma 22 match. I don't know, I'm a little disappointed. Maybe that Colt 1911 railgun by Walther just doesn't really like that for some reason or another. We were spread out pretty good. I mean, you can see all 5 shots really clearly there. And then finally, we end up on the Federal Gold Medal match. And as you can see, much like the Eley, fairly tight group, although you can see all 5 shots. We had nothing in the same hole here where as we did with the Eley. That seems to hold true in my experience. Eley is always, it seems like, the king. But yeah, for match ammunition, those would have been all inside probably the orange here on the target. So, you know, not bad. Altogether at 25 yards with match ammunition, I don't know. It looks like it does pretty doggone well. So far, I really don't have any big complaints with this little Colt 1911A1 railgun from Walther. Obviously, as you can see from the footage there, when we were running this test, the slide locked back every time. That issue seems to be gone. You may have that early on right out of the box, but you know, it should line out for you. If it doesn't for some reason, then by all means, use the comments down below and let us know. If you got questions about this pistol, then by all means, the comments are below. Throw those questions down there. We'll try to get them answered for you. A couple of other points to hit on this little pistol. The trigger still feels great, and the recoil is very manageable. Makes it extremely fun to shoot. Hey, that's it for today. We want to thank you for watching, and until next time, don't forget to chain fire freedom.